In today's build video, we're going to make a drill press table. It features 3 drawers to hold all of your crap, and a nice fence with a flip stop so that you can get repeatable holes. Let's get started. Like most other shop jigs, this table is made completely out of 3/4 inch Baltic birch plywood. My Baltic birch comes in 5 foot by 5 foot sheets, and this project took 1 sheet. You will, however, need a little bit of 1/4 inch plywood for the drawer bottoms. The top is a lamination of 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood, so I begin that process and set it to the side to dry while I work on the other pieces. If you're subscribed to my channel, you probably saw a video I released a couple weeks ago on how to make these clamping cauls. They're extremely handy for glue ups like this. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check that out. Next, I break down the remaining plywood for the cabinet. This includes the 4 walls and the bottom panel. To cross-cut the bottom panel, I use the top as a reference for the length, and again use the track saw to make the cut. The smaller parts will get a cross-cut at the table saw using the cross-cut sled. If you don't have a cross-cut sled, I've also made a video on how I made this one that I'll link to in the description below. The middle dividers are 1/4 of an inch shorter than the 2 outside pieces, and this is to allow for a 1/4 inch back panel to be installed. The side panels have a 1/4 inch wide, 1/4 inch deep rabbet cut on the ends for the back panel. The case components are all cut to size, so I switch gears and start cutting the grooves for the T-track using a dado stack at the table saw. To assemble the case, I used pocket hole screws. For shop projects, it's a tough joinery method to beat. As for the placement, I put the pocket holes on the top edge, which will get screwed into the bottom side of the top. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, but you really need a set of these right angle clamping jigs in your shop. The ones I made are a little large for this task, but they worked perfectly. It made sure that the sides were 90 degrees to the top while installing the screws. Now I can flip the cabinet over and install the bottom. I pre-drilled and installed screws through the bottom panel and into the divider pieces. So moving on to the hardware, I begin by cutting the T-track to length using an aluminum blade in the miter saw. Full disclosure, but the hardware for this drill press cabinet was provided to me by Rockler Woodworking. Next, I measure the cabinet top and then cut the fence to length. Now I can assemble and install the fence and the fence accessories like the stop block. So the flip stop is made for a 2 1/4 inch tall fence. The aluminum fence that I picked is just a little too short. You can, however, fix this by attaching a 3/4 inch MDF or plywood sub fence on the front, or you could just do what I did and just deal with it because the gap isn't that bad and I'm not too concerned about it. I'll start making the drawers by yet again breaking down more plywood. It's pretty simple though, since all parts are the same width. Next, I bust out the crosscut sled and cut the pieces to length. The joinery method for the drawer boxes are yet more pocket holes. I put 2 pocket holes on each end of the side panels of the drawers. I clamp the boxes up and install the screws. The bottom panel is installed with a little bit of glue and a few brad nails. The back panel is also installed using a few brad nails. To drill for the offset insert plate, I mark a center line on a piece of masking tape. Next, I make a mark 7.5 inches from the front edge and then drill the insert using my largest Forstner bit, which was 2 3/4 of an inch. The placement of the offset insert has a little wiggle room since you can always move your table more to the front or the back, but you want to get as close as possible to the final position. To remove the insert plate, I drilled a finger hole using a 3/4 of an inch Forstner bit. This will allow me to remove the middle drawer and reach my hand in and pop the plate out and replace it. I can also use this hole to rotate the insert plate to always have a fresh face. Finally, I installed a few blocks on the bottom of the drill press so that I can then install a few toggle clamps to attach the table to the drill press table. Okay, that sounded a little confusing, but I'm sure you get the point. The drill press table has given me much needed storage for all of my kits and loose bits. I have an available SketchUp file for you to download if you are interested in making one of these for your shop. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a comment below, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and then hit that notification bell so you do get notified when I release new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next build video.